time. All in now for the Mar Futurity. And away they go. Broken a good line on the far side. We have Sterling Outlook, Marcello and Hurricane Ike all very quick. Now Smiling Tiger in the red cap. Smiling Tiger gets the lead. Who's Up is right there. One from the rail comes Zip Quick. Only two off these leaders. Up alongside is Make Music for Me. Pulling hard as Champagne Doro second last. The favourite Looking at Lucky is last, but no more than 4 lengths would cover the lot. Looking at Lucky now moving through down at the rail. They head to the half-mile pole and Sterling Outlook, a narrow leader to Smiling Tiger. Marcello on the far side. Looking at Lucky has come all the way through to 4th, only 2 lengths off the leaders. Zip Quick is in there. Who's Up been pushed along between runners. On the far side we have Hurricane Ike. Then it's Champagne Doro and Make Music for Me, 5 off the leaders. Coming to the quarter pole in the Futurity now, and Smiling Tiger leads at a half a length. Sterling Outlook right there second. Then comes Zip Quick down at the rail. Looking at Lucky has 3 lengths to make up. Then it's Marcello. Heads the turn for home now, and Smiling Tiger goes on with it. Smiling Tiger's game on the lead. Looking at Lucky now needs room to come and tackle him. Has room now. Looking at Lucky. Coming with the late runners, Make Music for Me, and on the extreme outside, Hurricane Ike late, but Looking at Lucky burst to the front, and Looking at Lucky and Garrett Gomez have won the Mar Futurity. Make Music for Me second, then Smiling Tiger, Sterling Outlook, and Hurricane Ike. Field sent on their way, they all came out beautifully. Along the inside we have Piscatelli, but now being taken back. It's going to be on the outside Aspire going on to lead them. Aconite to Funny Bone. The Funny Bone in the red cap going to kick on to lead them. Aconite, Aspire is right there as well. Now Piscatelli does decide to go on, and Piscatelli kicks through at the rail to take the lead. Then we drop back to Vale of York in the 5th position. Aspire now racing back in 6th. Down at the rail, Alfred Nobel is 7 off the leaders. Up alongside of that comes Pulsion. Here's Looking at Lucky, been taken back to mid-pack today. Looking at Lucky in the red colours is a good 7 lengths off the leaders. Then we come back to Beethoven, who's just on a long rein, been allowed to lope along. Radiohead's alongside of him, and Williams Kitten is the trailer. Past the 5/8 they go, and it's the long shot. Piscatelli winging out here, leads it by a length and a half. Funny Bone, though, is stalking comfortably in second. Vale of York in the blue down at the rail. Now here's Noble's Promise getting closer from 4th. Pulsion is right in the firing line in 5th. Up alongside Aspire. Aconite on the outside of that. They have been followed by Alfred Nobel. Now let's see. Here's Looking at Lucky. Looking at Lucky is still a good 7 off the leaders now. Then Escandaria, Beethoven, Radiohead and Williams Kitten. They come into the top of the lane. The long shot Piscatelli now battling to hold on, but has been swamped by horses. It's Noble's Promise on the outside, and Noble's Promise looking strong, takes the lead and kicks on for home now. Aconite Looking at Lucky, trying to make headway in the centre. Piscatelli running a big one, is trying to come back. Williams getting late as well, but it's Noble's Promise in full flight for the wire. Noble's Promise Looking at Lucky on the outside. Piscatelli, Vale of York, Looking at Lucky, Vale of York, Vale of York in a driving finish. Vale of York Looking at Lucky, close for 3rd between Noble's Promise and the big run from the long shot, Piscatelli.
They're off. Looking at Lucky broke well, but now the program and Brady Blue Eyes show more speed. Looking at Lucky is 3rd at the rail. Then comes Marcello. Noble's Promise is 5 deep at the clubhouse turn, and so is Seattle Ruler, who's trying to take back and drop over, and he will. The trailer is Make Music for Me, and a contested first quarter of a mile set by the program. The program is first, with Noble's Promise now to clear into second, and Noble's Promise is on the move. Looking at Lucky is tugging at Garrett Gomez. Wants to go at the rail, and Garrett's got a handful just a length behind stablemate the program. Brady Blue Eyes is next with Marcello 3 deep, the top 5 separated by 2.5 lengths. Then comes Seattle Ruler. He's settled down now, second to last, but only 4 off the lead. And the maiden Make Music for Me is the trailer as they head midway on the backstretch. In the 29th CashCall Futurity, and the program has the lead, but he's about to be confronted by Looking at Lucky, who moves through at the half-mile pole. The program leads it just by a head. Looking at Lucky is second by a length and a quarter. Noble's Promise going to be 3 deep, but he's only a length from the lead now. To the outside, Marcello. At the rail, Brady Blue Eyes. He's 5th and 2.5 from the front. Seattle Ruler now has 4 to come. Make Music for Me is still the trailer, and they run to the quarter pole. The program and Looking at Lucky, 1-2. Noble's Promise has a good chance. He's only a length from the lead. Long shot, Brady Blue Eyes has 2 to make up, and they run to the top of the stretch. Looking at Lucky and the program 1-2, and Looking at Lucky has taken over the lead. The program is still second. Noble's Promise and Make Music for Me and Looking at Lucky suddenly opens up 2.5. Noble's Promise and the program battle for second. Looking at Lucky, Noble's Promise, Looking at Lucky. The 29th CashCall Futurity.
And Corey Nakatani. Dublin moving in. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Rebel. Field away quickly, and Cardiff Giant tightens it up a bit coming away from there, but does get the lead. And now Royal Express is going to go out and challenge. And Royal Express takes the lead away from Cardiff Giant. Bango shoots up into 3rd position to his outside. Noble Promise is 4th. Long Rail Looking at Lucky is 5th, about 5 lengths off the leader. Then it's Dublin and Pleasant Storm as they go around the first turn, getting the opening quarter in 23 and 3. Royal Express with Perry Compton up has the lead of a length on Obango. It's 2 lengths back to Cardiff Giant at the rail in 3rd. Noble's Promise is on the outside in 4th by 2.5. Then Looking at Lucky, Dublin, and still trailing is Pleasant Storm as these 3-year-olds continue down the backstretch in the Rebel. And Royal Express continues to lead this one a short length and a half, maybe over Obango through a half mile, 47 and 3. Middle of the track, that is Noble's Promise. Dublin is already on the move. Looking at Lucky swings to the middle of the track to the outside of Cardiff Giant as they head on to the final turn of the Rebel. The leader still is Royal Express. Obango is 2nd. Noble's Promise and Dublin both moving quickly. Looking at Lucky's 2 lengths back in 5th. They go past the 3/4 and 1:12 and 1. And here they come into the stretch of the Rebel. It is Dublin and Noble's Promise side by side. And here comes Looking at Lucky and Gomez to the outside, and the 3 big stars are heads apart as they straighten out for the run through the lane. You have Noble's Promise and Robbie Alvarado at the rail with the lead. Looking at Lucky and Gomez on the outside. Dublin is right there in 3rd past the 16th pole. Noble's Promise taking it in. Looking at Lucky coming back. One great surge at the end. It's going to take a photo. Looks like Looking at Lucky over Noble's Promise with Dublin finishing 3rd and Bango 4th.
Side post, here to call the Preakness Stakes. Let's go to Tom Durkin.
Super Singer seeks to win the Middle Jewel of Triple Crown, the 135th running of the Preakness, and they're off. Super Saver got off to a good start, and Dublin went way to the outside, right from the gate. Oh, that's going to cost him dearly. So here's Super Saver, and here's First Dude. First Dude's going to be the leader, and Super Saver will sit back running 2nd under the line for the first time. Jackson Bennett, the rail 3rd, Caracotado 4th on the outside. 2-year-old champion Looking at Lucky is 5th in between horses. Patio Prado to his outside. You want a twist, cuts the corner beautifully, moving up a couple spots from 6th. And then it's Schoolyard Dreams back running along in 7th. Northern Giant is at the back of the pack. Also at the back of the pack is Pleasant Prince, followed by Patio Prado. That disastrous start has put Dublin at the back of the pack. He is 15 lengths off an opening quarter of 22 and 4 as they begin that run down the backstretch here. It's First Dude, whose half was a strenuous 46 and 2/5 seconds. Cool and calculated Calvin Burrell sitting chilly, running 2nd here with Super Saver. Just to his inside, Jackson Bend up close to the pace today. He's right there 3rd as they approach the half-mile pole. Cara Cortado is settled in 4th. He's still about 4 lengths behind First Dude with a half-mile to go. Looking at Lucky. He's out of harm's way on the outside. And there goes Looking at Lucky. He's starting to move on the far outside as they round the far turn. Schoolyard Dreams is moving too. And Patio Prado is following him on the far outside. Time ticking away. There's 3 furlongs to go. Here's Looking at Lucky with a sweeping move, and Cara Cortado's moving too. And First Dude is now running 3rd. And Super Saver is tailed off into 4th. Jackson Bend 5th toward the inside. And then it's Schoolyard Dreams are at the top of the stretch. Looking at Lucky is the leader. Super Saver is spent. First Dude fights on gaily. Jackson Bend between horses. You want a twist upset chance in the far outside. Wild finish coming. Looking at Lucky. First Dude. Jackson Bend. Looking at Lucky. Here's Jackson Bend and First Dude. Looking at Lucky. Got it. Lookin at Lucky has won the Preakness. Bob Baffert is looking at Lucky for a 5th time after
the pace here. Unlucky Jackson Ben. Mike Smith couldn't find anywhere to go on the inside, but Martin Garcia flawless in his ride. And as Bob Baffert said, he might not have known the magnitude of this whole.
By Smart Strike from Private Feeling by Belong to Me, bred in Kentucky by Gulf Coast Farms and sold as a 2-year-old for $475,000 at the Keeneland sale.
Comes Trap Shot, and Alan Garcia up to the outside stall. Trap Shot goes in. They're all in line. They're off, and the eyes on Haskell. And off to a great start. First Dude and Our Dark Knight go out to the front together, and Super Saver is just to the outside of them. Looking at Lucky, taken off the rail by Martin Garcia. They'll be 4th early, and he's really taking him to the outside part of the track there in the race to the first turn. Trap Shot is well off the pace. He's in 5th. A Fleet again is down at the fence, and the early trailer is Icebox, and he's 8 lengths off the lead, and the lead is held by First Dude, pressed along by Our Dark Knight, and Super Saver is 3 wide. Looking at Lucky is in 4th. Trap Shot has come inside of him as the pace starts to slow down. The first quarter was 23-2, and now Trap Shot is 4 lengths off the lead. A Fleet again has been guided outside by Joe Bravo. Icebox is on the rail, and he's just 6 lengths off the lead of First Dude, who went 47-4 for the half mile. First Dude and Ramon Dominguez a length in front. Our Dark Knight is 2nd. The Kentucky Derby winner, Super Saver, is 3rd on the outside. And the Preakness winner, Looking at Lucky, is right behind him. He's in 4th with Trap Shot at the rail. Now Joe Bravo sending a Fleet again up outside of them. Looking at Lucky's making his move with Super Saver. And here they come after First Dude on the far turn. It is Super Saver and Looking at Lucky, and they're nose to nose on the lead. First Dude and a Fleet again are right behind them. Trap Shot is in behind horses, and he's got run. He's going to swing up on the outside, and they're into the stretch. It's Super Saver and Looking at Lucky. Trap Shot to the outside. Looking at Lucky's taking the lead, and look at him take off. Looking at Lucky's got a 4-length lead at the 16th pole. And Looking at Lucky and Martin Garcia romping the Haskell. It was Trap Shot 2nd, then a photo, Super Saver or First Dude. But Looking at Lucky was really sharp today, and he won it in 1:49.4.
Ready for the start. And they're off in the Indiana Derby. The sky's no limit from the inside is first to try for the lead. From between horses, Indy Bull rushing right out, taking command. St. Maximus got out to the outside. Litigation Risk is away well towards the front here, and from between horses, Worldly. To the inside as they enter the turn, You Are Outlaw to the outside. As they enter the bend, it's Looking at Lucky. They're on the backstretch now, and on the front, leading the way, it's Indy Bull. The first quarter was 22-4, and to the outside, stepping up now, Worldly taking a short lead, just off the leaders, Litigation Risk. This Sky No Limit to the inside is 4th. St. Maximus got to the outside is 5th. Nacho Friend is 6th. 3 lengths back 7th. You Are Outlaw alongside 8th is Looking at Lucky. And at the trailing position is the Boss Man. The half is 46-4 as they continue on to the far turn. Indy Bull, long shot here on the inside. Right there alongside, and now stepping up, taking a lead. This Sky Is No Limit, and This Sky Is No Limit takes command a length. To the outside and attacking comes Worldly. Out of the center of the track, St. Maximus Gatto. Moving up between horses, Litigation Risk and Nacho Friend. And from far out of it, here comes Looking at Lucky. They're in the stretch. This Sky Is No Limit with the lead. Looking at Lucky, coming at him and coming on. To the inside, St. Maximus Gatto. They've less than a furlong to go. And Looking at Lucky has power to the lead. Looking at Lucky by 2. To the inside, racing in second, This Sky Is No Limit, and St. Maximus Gatto. It's Looking at Lucky to win the 16th running of the Indiana Derby.